The real problem with the 999 plan is that Herman Cain has a fourth 9 hidden up his sleeve. And eventually that 9 is going to fall out. And when he does, I think a lot of people are going to accuse Mr. Cain of cheating. Now, we all know that didn't go over too well in those Western movies. I don't think it's going to go over any better in the presidential campaign. Now, what am I talking about with this fourth 9? Well, Herman Cain's plan, according to Mr. Cain, replaces the current tax system with a 9% personal flat rate income tax, a 9% corporate tax, and a 9% national sales tax. Those are the three 9s. But the fourth 9, one that Herman Cain is not mentioning, is a brand new 9% payroll tax. Now, Cain is claiming that his current plan eliminates the 15.4% payroll tax that exists today. And it does. But it doesn't eliminate it completely. It merely replaces it with the 9% tax. And when Herman Cain is arguing that his plan doesn't raise taxes on a lot of low or moderate income earners, it's based on the elimination of the 15.4% payroll tax. But when you factor in the fact that the tax is not eliminated, but rather simply replaced with a lower payroll tax, you get a whole new situation. As a matter of fact, a lot of the people that Herman Cain is claiming are going to get a tax cut under this new plan actually receive a tax increase. Now, upper income people, they're going to receive a tax reduction, but it's going to come at the expense of lower and a lot of middle income people who have a tax hike. Now, if Herman Cain really wants the 9999 plan to be a 999 plan, then he has to allow corporations to deduct from their own income taxes the wages that they pay to their employees. As it stands right now, there is no deduction allowed for wages and salaries. That is where the hidden 9% payroll tax comes from. Of course, if he does that, it's not going to be revenue neutral. He's going to blow a hole in the deficit. The only way to really have a 999 plan that reduces taxes the way Herman Cain is proposing is if we also cut government spending. If we really want to combine a tax reform with tax reduction, it can only be done if we reduce the size of government. And that's one thing that Herman Cain is not talking about, the need to shrink the size of federal government so we can actually have the pro-growth, pro-jobs type of tax system that 999 is designed to create. Now, some people might try to point out that because the corporations are paying the 9% tax, that it's not really a tax on their workers. But of course it is. Just like the modern payroll tax, the 15.4%, half of that is paid by the employer, but the money is money that otherwise would have been paid to the employee. All taxes on payroll have to be met by the productivity of the workers. And any money that a corporation sends to the government based on employment is money that otherwise would have been paid to their employees. So this 9% tax is real, and it is going to fall on the backs of working Americans.